left the Foresthill Road, heading towards Sugar Pine Reservoir. So we should be to Sugar Pine in what, about a mile or two or three?
Yeah, about 5 minutes. 10 minutes.
About 5 minutes. So far it's pretty neat up here. It's a lot cooler than when we just left Harbor. So we'll resume this here in a minute. I'm going to pay attention to my driving. Okay, we had to make a short stop here. This is a staging area for the motorcycles. They do all their off-road riding up here. This place is just packed with bikes. Bunch back there. Got them over here.
There's another campground.
Nice big area. There's a
off to the left.
And there's a campground to the left of here. Yeah. Highway legal vehicles only. Anyhow, I guess we can go on this way. Anyhow, okay, we're done with that. We're going to head down towards Sugar Pine. It should be there somewhere. Where's the sign say? Sugar Pine Reservoir 2. There's more random shots out the side window before we get to Sugar Pine. And yes, I'm driving. I'm not looking at the monitor if anybody watching this video is asking. Like that. Okay, this part here, we're going to drive across the dam here, Sugar Pine. And
beautiful. That water is gorgeous.
Pretty cool out there. Yeah, that's looking nice. That's looking really cool. And then off to the other side. Okay, this part of the road, we turned off the main road up there, and we're on, this is Big Dipper Road. So Big Dipper is, we're at the white spot at Big Dipper. There was a spot we just passed that was kind of narrow, but it's a pretty decent road back in here so far. So we should have shot this video earlier in the narrow spot, but Big Dipper Road, still going. So this part here is where the road turns from nice asphalt into this kind of stuff. This isn't too bad right here. This is pretty much okay, compacted. And on the left is a microwave relay station. So now we're getting into the, you might want to call it the other road going in here. So it gets a little rough. Back here, when we came in last time, this was all full of mud and stuff. And looks like it's pretty much dried out, but still got a lot of ruts in it. You don't want to come in here with a car. That's why we're bringing the Jeep in here. Not that we're bouncing around or anything, but okay. Here we are. Had to do this one. Last time we were in here, this thing was, well, you couldn't even see the dirt or the mud. It was just totally water. So hopefully it doesn't get like that farther down the road. Alright, so we made it this far so far. Looks like the road's closed to through traffic. It says stop. No hunting, no shit, no nothing. So we're up there. This is what we brought ourselves up in. I wouldn't advise bringing a car up here. This time we didn't have to use four-wheel drive, but still, we'll just wait for them to come and open the gate. Okay, we're getting closer.
I know.
This is in past the first gate. This is where the robber's fire burned through here. Okay, this is at the top of the property. This back here, there's a mine back in there. This is a pretty good drop off. This part over here that's fenced off with all these little wire thingies used to be some kind of a growing operation. Coming around. This structure here is the pump house where the well is. So the well's there. This long thing, that's a 72-foot long, pretty nice structure. That property line is back there somewhere. But walking this way, the fences are pretty crappy, need to be taken down. But there is one whole hell of a lot of growing topsoil in here that was used at one time to grow something, we're not sure what. And then another angle on it. Jeep trailer. Come around this way, this is the bottom part of it. So this would be the perfect spot to clear off and do a structure. The well and the pumps, they cut a hole in the side of this tank when they had the robbers fire, so they were sucking water out here to put the fire out. Got two smaller, get my shadow out of the way, two smaller little boost pumps there. These pumps feed out and they draw off of this, I think it's a 44-gallon water tank. Pump controls, pump head. This is the covered structure that could be used for something, storage of some type. It's like I said, I think it's like 72 feet long, about 9-10 feet tall, 16 feet wide. It's got a very good cover over it. It looks like it's waterproof. And then this old travel trailer is sitting here. It's got a slide out on it. It's actually not too bad inside. It needs some rejuvenating to make it cool. It's got a propane refrigerator, freezer in it, air conditioning unit on it. And back around here, this is the cool part. This is the shed, the big shed. It's, how long did you say this thing was? Like 25, 30 feet long. It was 17 and 12. So it's like 30 feet long. It's got a 10-foot door opening, 9-foot door opening, and we're going to open it up just real quick here. And in here, this is where we find the Great Seal of the state of Jefferson. How about that? It's got a refrigerator, freezer in it. This is the power panel for whatever they were doing in here, with timers, all kinds of wiring. It has a, what is it, 12-foot ceiling.
12, yeah.
And the area we're in here right now is 17 feet long by 16, 18 feet wide, something like that. I got the specs somewhere. And then there's this wall here with this door. So you come in here, and I don't know about the lighting in here, but it's got all kinds of fans up here. And there's exhaust fans over there. It's totally lined with reflective material, all insulated. Electrical outlets all over the ceiling. Wherever you look, it's got an Ideal Air 36,000 BTU mini splits air conditioning system in here. And this room is, say, 12 feet deep? I think that's what I said, it was 12 feet deep.
Yeah, 17 and 12.
17 and 12, yeah. So, this one here, this wall would probably come down and make it bigger. And repurpose that air conditioner. So, that's kind of it. And it's got a cool roll-up door. It's not like a sliding garage door. It's a real roll-up door. And it's very thick walls, well insulated. And the view from the front door out to the canyon is, from over here, all of this. So this is just from the shed. And of course there's some bushes in the way here. I'll walk over to the edge in a minute in the trailer. So from coming down, we have the Jeep parked up above us. Little structure there, the well. This is a lower area. I'm not going to go too far down it. I just go to the edge here. They excavated some of this out here. They have a little problem with some erosion farther down, but to continue that little panoramic shot, we come around here, keep going. And This is what Yankee Jim's off somewhere in front of us to the right, I think.
Yes.
So, yeah, and the canyon down below us. And like I said, this is the area where they had the robbers fire back in 2012. So we got that going on. And then up here, this pad continues around quite a ways. You can see where it goes all the way over here. We won't step on that. So this is a very large area. And my only concern with this is possibly erosion. It seems to be eroding on one end, but not the other. So I guess that's kind of it. Pause it. Okay, so we're going to be driving out. Going out the same way we came in. It's got like a high road and a low road here. You can go that way or that way, obviously. Was that Sasquatch I just saw?
I think so.
There's a jackalope. So this, you can see where it burned here when that fire came through. So the thing I like is that this place is already burned. We don't have to worry about it burning again. This in front of us is the mine, and I'm going to zoom in a little bit. There's a piece of equipment sitting right there. Looks like some kind of a tumbler separator. And we're going to stop right down here by this hole in the fence. Actually, we're going to park just outside the gate. One of the gates. There's two gates to get in here. And this looks interesting. I'll park just outside the gate and shoot a little video back in here. Pause it. Right there. Alright, this is right on the edge of the property line. There's an overabundant supply of river rock down here. If we need any rock, I don't know how far we could reach out there and grab it. But the mine is, if I can zoom in on it. Okay, there's the little tumbler thing. If you look just to the right in there, that is part of it. And there's some, I can see some equipment there now when I'm zoomed in. Do you see that piece up there?
Yeah, that.
With the gears? That's a, is that like a pulley, winch type thing?
I can't tell what it is, but that separator or tumbler or whatever on the left,
yeah,
that thing is not that old.
It's not that old, no. And then this is the backside where I started shooting the video, was back up here. Right here we're walking through the gate. And this is where the tree fell down and took the fence out. So you can see more. It's pretty dense back in here. So we got to determine where the property line is, but there's been a lot of mining activity going on back in here. Okay, and this is coming in. We just got out of the gate, so this part of the road isn't too bad. It's not the best, but it's fairly passable. There hasn't been much traffic on this, so it hasn't been torn up by people slipping around when it's wet and destroying it like some of those other parts of the road that we saw earlier coming in here. So we're up here, and this is kind of a built-up thing.
Mm-hmm.
We're off to the left. It's like, oh wow, don't go down there. There was something going on here, almost like water at one time in a ravine or something.
Hydro mine.
Hydro mine, yeah, probably hydraulically mined it. And off to the right is where the mine's at. So, and right now we're off the property. We're on somebody else's property. We're on
Mountain Parkway.
Mountain Parkway. There it is.
Yes.
Oh God.
You do have an address.
Mountain Parkway. All right. So we not only have that one gate back there to keep people out, we got another one. We got a lock right here. And if you go this way, it's obviously they're telling you it's the wrong way. And target practice time. And that goes back down to the lower property. I think it's another 80-acre parcel down this road here. So, and this one goes, not sure where it goes, hasn't been used in a long time. Okay, we're gonna drive out. A little more coming out of here. It's like, you know, we came up here and we're looking for some excuse to stay here. Like, oh, we had a couple of beers and we're too intoxicated to go home. So we're gonna stay up here. See you tomorrow. But this is like super cool up here. It was noticeably cooler than, even cooler than Auburn where that. So we'll shut this off until we find something really interesting to take a picture of, like a big hole in the road.
Or bear.
Or
dawn.
oh, wait a minute. There, now it's recording. I thought it was recording, I wasn't. We saw this on the way in. There's a rock here by the road. We're in the middle of the road, sorta. And somebody took a crap on top of this rock. Some animal came along and dropped one right there, square on the rock. There's no place else, anywhere to be found, but it's just on the rock. We'll catch the next one farther up. Okay, so now we're back up around the corner here. We parked the Jeep in the middle of the road. It's okay, we can do that up here, because what we found here is another pile of crap. But notice how it's about 12 inches away from the rock. Okay, so I think they're just practicing over here on this side, because when we come around to the back of the Jeep, we almost damn near ran over it. We've got this one here that was strategically placed on top of this rock. So that one was done properly. So it's a little different consistency than the first one.
There's gonna be more.
We're gonna look for more. Okay, so we saw this when we were coming in, but now when we're going out, get an idea of what kind of shape this road is in. It's got some big dips in here, and it looks like someone's missing part of their vehicle. Fender liner off something. Get that out of the way. So there's another part farther down that gets kind of gnarly. So this is kind of like not a very nice road, but there's worse spots that we didn't shoot. Yeah, to the right?
Yep.
Yeah. Maybe that's why they have the name of the mine on the fence.
That would make sense.
Yeah. So as we're coming out, Foresthill, Iowa Hill, Colfax, Kings Hill Road, we come along here to this big Y-looking fork thing. So that's the road that goes to Iowa Hill. That's a little cut-through thing. And then we just noticed this. And it's a big fork. It's not in the road,
Hey, it's
but
out
it's
of a tree stump.
close to it. It's a tree stump. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's a tree stump. Oh, I can do this. A little bit more. Damn. All right, you didn't see that. Anyhow, there it is. It's a tree stump that's left of it. Right there. The fork in the road.
That's classic.
Oh, and then more. Churchill Canyon, Yankee Jim's Road. Okay, needless to say, if you haven't figured it out yet, we're out here in the middle of nowhere. And I'll tell you, if we hear banjos, we're booking.
I'm running.
We're both running.